Yeah, we expect Greece to be better than they were a week ago. I know they suffered an injury, but they they played a lot better against us after the first quarter, and we think they're going to come in with more confidence than they had last time, and we have to be ready for them because they gave us some trouble. Second half. Um, Made a couple of good runs against us. They're physical. They're very well coached. So we're ready for a tough game no matter who's out there.
On a team of stars, where you're obviously not having trouble scoring the ball, do you have to find a way to get Brandon Ingram going? Is that important to what
Yeah,
you do?
Bi's approach has been great. He's his energy and his enthusiasm, his work and practice every day. So far, nothing has really gone his way. He hasn't had a lot of opportunities, but I think that'll change. I think his time is coming. He's just got to stay with it. The thing I've learned with FIBA is every night belongs to someone new. I wouldn't have guessed that Paolo would be our leading scorer last night, but all 12 guys are so talented that all it takes is a couple shots to go in, and any one of these guys can get going, and I expect that to happen for BI.
Do you think he is? Do you think he's finding the right shot and it's just not falling?
Well, he hasn't had a game where he's had more than probably 6 or 7 field goal attempts. So I feel like he's finding his way into the FIBA game. It's a different game for sure. In FIBA, the defense is rewarded. In the NBA, the offense is rewarded. So FIBA is much more physical. I think he's having to try to find his spots on the floor, and I think that'll come. And like I said, all these guys are going to break through from one game to the next. It's going to be somebody different, and I have no doubt that'll happen with BI.
How pleased have you been, really all 6 games, with the level of composure? Like, there hasn't really been anything retaliatory. Guys take a hard foul, and they take a hard foul. Because I think you've gotten the message through that you only have 5 to play with. You can't waste them. How happy have you been just how guys don't overreact to a lot of stuff?
Yeah, I one of the things I told the team today is I know everybody walked in this morning a little frustrated, but we won by 27 points, and so that's the lesson in FIBA. It's so physical. Everybody's going to try to beat the crap out of us because that's their best chance to beat us. But our threat is that we have 12 guys who are ready to make a great 4 or 5 minute push, and we keep coming with another wave and another wave and another wave. And teams can be physical with us, but they have to do that for 40 minutes. And as long as our guys stay composed and poised like they did yesterday, then we're going to be tough to beat. And I think that's the lesson here early on. It's not the NBA, Nobody's enabling us offensively like they do in the NBA, where every rule is legislated to help scoring. FIBA is almost the opposite, so you got to play through all that stuff.
Coach, your guard rotation has been very successful, especially Austin and Tyrese. When they come in with the second unit, how much of an advantage is that for you?
Yeah, we feel like those guys are a great change of pace. They move the ball so well, and they're both such good passers and playmakers. They understand when to put it on the floor and attack, but they both have the ability to find cutters, and it feels like the game always loosens up for us offensively when we bring those guys in.
Tyrese is shooting like 80% the last few games, but he's not forcing his shot.
Yeah,
He probably could take more.
He's a old school pass first point guard. That's who he is. The shot is something that's kind of a second option for him, but it's the reason it's effective is he spreads the ball around. He's like a quarterback. He's finding 5 different receivers, and then if there's no pass rush, he'll just line up his set shot and knock it down. He's a great 3-point shooter. So he's really a unique player, but a beautiful player to watch, and obviously very effective.
Coach, do you look around the rest of the tournament at all? Not from a scouting standpoint necessarily, but just from scores, what's happening.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we all have the FIBA app on our phones, and looking at scores all day, and it's really fun. You know, it's a little bit like the NCAA tournament. You know, you're focusing on your next game, but you're also looking around at what's happening around you.
Obviously, you just started, the whole process, here in the official games. But since you are part of the program for several years and you know the international basketball, do you feel pressure, winning it all, after what happened in 2006 in Saitama when you guys lost for the last time against the Greek team?
Yeah, I mean, part of being the coach of USA is it's a great responsibility because you're always going to be one of the favorites, if not the favorite. So there's plenty of pressure, but that's the whole reason that I like to do this and the players like to do this. It's competition. Competition is what gets our blood going. It's a challenge. It's incredibly energizing. And the thing that you have to understand when you take on a job like this, whether you're a coach or a player, is you're going to be in the fire. But our guys love the fire. I love the fire. So, we'll see if we can do it.